Namaskar. Welcome to Univasia Voice of Community on ITV Gold. This is a weekly edition, and this Sunday we will have a story, book launch by India's Minister of External Affairs, S. Jaishankar. Modi at 20 Dreams Meet Delivery. We'll take you to Cipriani for Shankar Eye Foundation Be the Light fundraiser gala. Sri Chinmay Mission hosted a musical concert to celebrate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and the performer came all the way from India, L. Subramanyam, the well-known violin ustad. We'll take you again to Cipriani for glimpses from the outstanding 50 Asian Americans in Business Award. And we will take you to our report on annual picnic of Friends of Madhya Pradesh, New York, New Jersey chapter. Dr. Pradeep Shah talks to us about forthcoming gala of New Jersey RP chapter. Team Falcons and Team Avenger face off in the first volleyball tournament, which was organized in Edison. So all these coming up right after these short messages. But most important, we'll begin with our usual weekly this week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parekh. So stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. You're watching Vision of Asia Voice of the Community on ITV Gold. And now is the time to have analytical look at some of the events that touched us last week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parekh. And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parekh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in this week. Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas and I have the pleasure of sharing frame with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parekh in today's This Week. Doctor, namaskar, welcome.
Namaskar, namaskar.
So we begin with the exciting trip of Indian External Affairs Minister, and you also met him in New York at a book launch event. Talk to me about Indo-US relationship in the light of the way Foreign Minister has connected with his American counterpart.
I think Foreign Minister has done really superb diplomacy because I think he is a very seasoned diplomat. He knows and he understands the American administration's thinking. He understands how the America thinks, why they think that way, and so forth. So I think his diplomacy overall was very successful. And I mean, he also told USA in very plain language, English, that what you are doing is that India is not appreciating it. And particularly the help, aid to the Pakistan for $400 million to upgrade the F-16, because we know that F-16 is meant for India, I mean, to fight against the India. And therefore, it is not very appreciative thing. And I'm glad that he said accordingly, but he might have used some milder sentence to convey the same meaning. Because when Minister of External Affairs speaks, other administration has to take it seriously.
So I agree with you in one way, and I would also sort of relate why people are very happy in India and excited about his expression. And if I use the line, the way he said it is that by doing this, you are fooling no one. So maybe that is, but he said it in a tone which was mild, and I think that is his style, which is making him very popular. But let's also hear from you when you were face to face in his presence at the book launch and that Modi at 20. What was that book about, and how did you like him sharing some personal anecdotes with Prime Minister Modi?
I think that book is about last 20 years of Prime Minister Modi's political life or political activities, mainly as a chief minister 12 years in Gujarat and last 8 years as a prime minister. And what he said, and I think bottom line was that whatever Modi had a vision, whatever his dream was for India and people of the India, I think he implemented most of them and very successfully. And the people of India are now benefiting out of that vision of Prime Minister.
And I also recollect you probably also have some personal memories of interacting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And I think many people have actually written about that side of Prime Minister Modi, which is lesser known, including what Foreign Minister said. So, if I may request you, though you are not one of those who have written articles in that book, but any personal anecdote from Prime Minister Modi that has stayed with you?
Yes, yes. When he was chief minister, even now as a prime minister, I think he is very hands-on chief minister or hands-on prime minister, because when I have personal kind of experience that if any good idea comes across his table, right away he acts on that. And one day we were sitting. We were awardee of some private organization, and we went to Ahmedabad. Myself and there are 3 awardee, one from Australia, one from England or Africa, I don't remember correctly, and one from Canada. And we went to have a courtesy visit to Chief Minister of Gujarat, Narendra Bhai Modi, that time. And one of us, particularly the Australian awardee, suggested that he is in chemical business and he can bring the chemical business to the Gujarat. So right away, Narendra Bhai picked up the phone and called the officer concerned and told him that tomorrow please help this gentleman and guide him what he can do to bring his business in the Gujarat. So that shows that he is a hands-on prime minister or hands-on chief minister, and he delivers the thing, the thing which is good or some good suggestions. He always accepts that and receives that very warmly and implements that.
Moving towards the role of United Nations with respect to what we have seen happening in Russia between USSR and Ukraine, and any new insight with respect to the efforts of the international community, including the conversation that took place between India and America. Do you foresee a likely closure of this in near future? And allow me to also mention that yesterday a gas pipeline going towards Germany was sabotaged at 2 places, and they are pointing fingers at Russia for being the one as perpetrators, though they have no substantial evidence so far. But looks like things are moving from bad to worse.
Yes, it's bound to, because Russia is looking for face-saving way out of this whole mess what they created. And I think Russia should not allow to, as United Nations and as our President Biden is saying, Russia should not be allowed to annex any sovereign nation's part, and that is wrong. Otherwise, everybody will, all the strong person will attack the weak one and create a big chaos in the world. So I think world has to run very systemically, very methodically, and with some kind of understanding and rules and regulations.
Absolutely. So as we move towards the concluding part of our conversation today, and I recollect I was looking for the full form of PFI, and that is People Front of India. That is how they named themselves. But moving towards new beginning, as we are very close to Deepavali also, and we'll have some specials coming for our viewers down the line. Your parting words from today's This Week with Dr. Sudeep Parikh.
Well, dear friends, we are in now kind of months of festivities and festivals, Currently, we are in Navratra, which is very important festival for a lot of Indians, not only Gujarati, but in the Bengali and as well as in the even South. Everyone celebrates Navratri in little different ways. And Navratri is really very auspicious days in our calendar. For example, yesterday it was the third day of the Navratri, and they say it happens only once in lifetime, not lifetime, once in generation. In nakshatra, those kind of nakshatra comes in the line, in the same line. So so it's very auspicious. Yesterday was very auspicious day, and so according to Veda, so this is really, if you believe, whether you are believer or not non-believer of this whole nakshatra and auspicious day and all those things. Overall, these are the great days, good days, days to enjoy, and days to do, and days where you do a lot of pujas and prayers. And prayers and puja always have powers. So please remember that. Till then, I would like to say God bless America, God bless India, God bless Indian American, and till next week, we'll see you. Goodbye.
India's Minister of External Affairs, S. Jaishankar, was present himself at Manhattan to launch a book, Modi at 20. This book talks about dreams meet delivery and some personal anecdote of some important people in terms of their interaction with Prime Minister Narendra Modi features in this book. Talking to External Affairs Minister was Vice Chair of Indo-American Arts Council, Rakesh Kaul. National President of AIA, Govind Munjal, President FIA, Kenny Desai was also present, and Chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media, Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh, also attended this important event.
The American public and American politicians think of when they think of India. So, to my mind, the diaspora focus that he has, the student focus that he has, he's incredibly focused on, what happens to our students. I mean, we push very, very aggressively in countries for working opportunities for our students. So, he does realize, there is a whole menu out there about what can determine India's image abroad. We are one, the foreign ministry and embassies are part of it, a very important part of it. But I would argue that there's much to it that does.
I want to move on to what I call democratization of democracy. When you read this book, it's breathtaking in terms of how Prime Minister Modi has brought into the political system inclusivity of Indians that didn't even exist in the consciousness. And so you're almost left with a feeling of wonder, like, where did he find the President of India? Where did he find her? And this inclusivity, this democratization of democracy of India is an untold story because it is in striking contrast to other countries where actually power is becoming more concentrated, not as shared as you see in the representatives in Indian Parliament. What is your observation on the inclusivity that is now being reflected in Indian democracy?
Oh, I think you're spot on. I mean, if you ask me, the two most inclusive examples, proof that democracy has really deepened, it really works. To me, one is Indian politics, the other is the Indian cricket team. You know, I mean, no, this is not a facetious observation, because just, I sometimes look at the parliament, I look at the cabinet, I look at people in politics, I also look at the TV and look at the cricket team, and you ask yourself, compare these people to where it was 20 years ago, so maybe even 10 years ago, 30 years ago. How much narrower was our political class? And by the way, it's no judgment. I mean, they were very talented people. Many of them did splendid things. I mean, I'm not in any way, doubting that. I'm making a basic observation that if you look today at the origins of people in politics, if you take even the Parliament of India as a representative sample and say, okay, which towns are they from, where did they study, what was their background, what language are they most comfortable in, what are their social habits, it's very, very different. I mean, my point was that applies to the Indian cricket team as well. But it's interesting here. I mean, you suggested in a way that Modi brought about the change. I would actually say Modi himself is a product of that change. That the fact that someone like him eventually has become Prime Minister of India itself shows how much the country has changed. So sometimes, you have these, I read these debates about how is democracy doing around the world, and different people give labels to countries of their choice. This is a country where, look at the number of people who go to vote, it's continuously rising. Look at the number of women who are voting, that's rising even faster. Look at the integrity of the democratic processes, the fact that, I mean, it's a country where elections are respected. I mean, people win, people lose, nobody challenges the process. No, I'm only speaking about India. Please do not read anything more into it.
Good evening, all the ITV viewers. Today we have a great event presented by Indo Art Council. The book celebrations, actually the book opening ceremony at Modi at 20 with Dr. Jaishankar, is our External Affairs Minister. It was a great event. Dr. Jaishankar spoke very well, and he recited 4 chapters, a small part of the books, showing the India, the upcoming India. The India, I believe, will be one of the superpower in the world. We have a wealth of the human resource. We have 300,000 youngsters, a brilliant intellect sitting in the India. And under Modi's leadership, we believe that all the intellect wealth we have, we're going to change the entire world with lots of power. India will be the superpower. With this kind of event, the community together, we change the landscape. We all together here. I believe that I give the message to our people, India, who here reside in the US, that we should invest the money in India. We should tell our children to look for India. This century belongs to not here, it belongs to the India. Communication, our children, the next generation, should be participate in India growth, economic, culture, social, everywhere. So again, thank you again. As a Federation of Indian Association President, I really thank to ITV and Dr. Sudhir Parikh that this is the media that present and tell entire US that what we do here. Thank you.
Well, I'm Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Today's event was a great, superb, literally event. organized by the Indian Art Council. We must thank Indian Art Councils. The whole conversation was very Modi-centric in a sense that what Modi has done in last 20 years of his political career. I think he's a great Prime Minister. He has achieved so many things and uplifted a lot of poor in India, uplifted a lot of middle class in India, and his vision and his implementation of the vision is superb, and we all should support him, and we all should make sure that his vision becomes a reality. And I'm sure because of him, India will be a not developing country, but it will be a developed country by 2040, and India will be a third largest economy in the world. So let's, God bless India, God bless America, and God bless Indian American community in USA.
Shankar Eye Foundation caters to the need of those who are on the brink of losing their ability to see, and the number of people who are not in a position to see properly or not in a position to see at all is growing in India. Shankar Eye Foundation helps these people. So the fundraiser gala was aptly titled Be the Light. Founder of Shankar Eye Foundation, Muraliji was present. Mohanji coordinated this event, and our own chairman, Padmashri Dr. Sudeep Parekh, was also present to mark this fundraiser gala.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming this evening and showing your love and support for Shankar Eye Foundation. You will be very happy to know how much we collected this evening, and will be very proud to know that this is going to go all to perform hundreds and thousands of surgeries for the much needed people in India. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment that all of us have been waiting for. On behalf of Shankar Eye Foundation, all the board members here, Mr. Murali Krishnamurthy, Mr. Venkat Garu, Mr. Subhaji, Sundarji, Anjuben, and Aaron, you will be very happy to know that we collected, are you ready? $1.3 million. Foundation. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for coming and supporting Shankara Eye Foundation. Murli ji, please.
Yeah. This is the first year we are coming back now. And we'll keep raising it.
Yes.
Great job.
Keep raising the bar.
Again, thanks Mohanji for starting the gala in the Manhattan. So this is the beginning. Hopefully year after year you can take it to the next level and much needed help towards million surgeries, March to million.
Thank you all very much.
So Mohanji and Erin, both of you are coming to the Bay Area. Right?
Yes.
We need to raise we need to raise the bar there as well.
Yes.
Thank you, Mohanji, and thank you, Erin. Great evening. I think very well done. And for us, it was eye-opening. Thank you.
Thank you everybody, and thank you Mohanji, thank you Aaron, and thank you each one of you to make this 1.3 million. Without you, there won't be any 1.3. It would have been zero. So you are the one who made 1.3. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Aaron.
Does anybody want to make more?
Yes.
Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
So once again, and good night, and God bless you all. Thank you so much. We'll see you again next year. Good night.
I just want to thank you, gentlemen, for having us. It's such a gorgeous event. It's already, you can feel the energy in the room, and it's exciting to be here on behalf of everyone at Johnson & Johnson. Thank you for all the amazing work that Sankara Eye Foundation does for patients in India, for people around the world. It's inspiring, and it's lovely to be here.
Congratulate founder and CEO, my good friend, Mr. Murli. I know him for last almost 20 plus years, and they have done wonders. They have now what is about.
We are supporting 22 eye hospitals.
Yeah, there are 22 eye hospitals, and each hospital is done by a private donation by the individuals or the foundation like J&J. And really, I congratulate you. And we are very fortunate that our media is promoting them for last 20 years, either both in print media as well as on the TV. So let me request Mr. Murli to say something about this foundation.
Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity. I welcome Warren Faust of Johnson & Johnson and Dr. Sudhir Parekh. Very proud to have them. And I'm very excited by this gala, because it is raising the awareness of Sankara Eye Foundation. We are now delivering 300,000 eye surgeries at 22 hospitals, 11 of our own and 11 partners. And our big goal is 1 million free surgeries every year by 2030. That will entail tripling our annual revenue, but we are ready.
We started going since 1992, 93, and we have been supporting ever since. After 1 year, we started sponsoring every year to Madhya Pradesh for the cataract operations. Harsha and I have been going personally every year for 2 weeks and completed about 500 to 600 surgeries. And last year, I came to know about Shankara, and I'm very happy that, they are supporting the similar cause that we have been doing it, and I've been supporting, and I'm very happy.
We have gathered here to celebrate the Be the Light Gala of Shankara Eye Foundation in the year 2020. We are fortunate to have with us Dr. Sudhir Parekh and his wife Dr. Sudha Parekh, and we are going to talk about how Shankara is going to reach the goal of performing 1 million free eye surgeries annually by the year 2030. India has a big problem of the visually impaired, but we are hoping that at this gala, we can raise the awareness and the funds to perform those services for the visually impaired. Thank you very much.
I'm Dr. Sudhir Parikh. I would like to congratulate my friend Mohan Vanchu and Mrs. Vanchu for their great support and great initiative of this Sankara Eye Foundation. I personally involved with the Sankara Eye Foundation almost right from the inception, and we have 2 hospitals in our hometown, near our hometown in Gujarat. This is a great initiative, and really I must congratulate Mohan, my good friend. He is always there wherever there is a need for help. So, and Mohan, always you can count on us. You can count on our media for any promotion, any public relations initiative. We are there to help you out, help the Sankara Eye Foundation.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming and making this Sankara Eye Foundation Be the Light Gala a huge success. This was an incredible event. The energy, the passion with which everybody donated, it is second to none. We're so happy that the first ever gala that we did in New York City at Cipriani on 42nd Street turned out to be a big success. And thanks to all the wonderful 300 plus donors that came to the event, they made this whole thing possible. And the wonderful speakers that we had, they talked about Sankara Eye Foundation and what an incredible job they're doing. Jeffrey Iqbal and the Atma Group just enthralled the audience, with tremendous dance and entertainment. So once again, we're so happy that everybody could come and make this a big, big, big success. Thank you all very much. See you next year.
Sri Chinmoy Mission was founded by Sri Chinmoy, who is no more in his physical form, but he continues to inspire. And Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebration with the musical concert was organized by Sri Chinmoy Mission. L. Subramaniam enthralled the audience with his music. President Sri Chinmoy Center Ranjana Ghosh and Consul General of India Ranveer Jaiswal also addressed at the beginning of this event.
We're very grateful to have you as our guests tonight to experience a little bit of the Sri Chinmoy environment, and also to welcome L. Subramaniam, because we're very proud that he comes here from time to time and performs.
Let me tell you, as I walked into this arena, I didn't know the history of this place. But there was a deeper sense of feeling of kindness, compassion as I walked into. And I didn't know that we have the Samadhi of Sri Chinmoy right here, or anything about how this place is connected to his life. But just to tell you what a person who just comes in new to this arena feels about this place. That is the impact of spirituality, impact of people who think beyond our lives, and people who left a deep legacy in our lives. We are here to celebrate 75 years of India's freedom. 15th August, we had festivities across the world, here in the United States, in New York. And these festivities continue to roll on as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, India's 75 years of independence. We are here to celebrate our freedom, our democracy, our heritage, our culture, our civilization.
Vande Mataram, Mother I bow to thee.
And now back to Cipriani, this time to take a look at Outstanding 50 Asian Americans in Business Award, which of course encourages entrepreneurs who are helping American economy in their distinct way. President of AABA, John Wang, talked about the aims and objectives and significant contribution made by this organization. Among those who were recognized, Indian American Reshma Keval Ramani also received Pinnacle Award, and she came all the way from Boston to be a part of this important celebration. Chetan Bhargiri was also recognized. Here are some highlights.
This is our 21st year for the Outstanding 50 Asian American Business Award. The whole idea is we want to honor Asian Americans' contribution and their accomplishment for contributing to this country. And then we have been honoring over 1,000 people in the last 20 years. And so we hope that the Asian American will continue to making a contribution to this country and to the economy. The Outstanding 50 Asian American in Business. So each year we will honor 50 business corporate executives and entrepreneurs. And then we are also honoring two of called the Pinnacle Award. The Pinnacle are the people who have achieved top of their profession and been recognized as industry leaders. So each year we have 52 people that we honor.
Thank you so much. It means a lot to get this award from the AABDC. This is a special night for Asian Americans, all sorts of Asian Americans, including Indian Americans. I'm really proud to be originally from Mumbai, but I spent a lot of time in New York and now from Boston. Thank you to everyone.
My name is Larissa Horton, and I'm very excited to be here today. It has definitely been quite a journey for my family and definitely for women in leadership. And so super proud and super excited to join everyone here tonight. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Moshmi Culver. I'm from Merck & Company. I'm very grateful to be honored today for this award, for not only being one of the few Asian leaders in our company, but also for setting the stage for diversity, equity, and inclusion to be a role model for others.
What do you want to say about today's congratulations? What do you want to say?
Thank you so much. It's a big honor, and I'm really pleased. I think I'm thinking about my mom today. I wish she was here, but it's such a great honor to be part of this celebration. Thank you.
Asian Americans, John Wang has been organizing this for over a decade, and it's a great platform to recognize the achievements of Pan-Asians, not just in the United States, but the world over. Thank you.
More than 300 members of the Friends of Madhya Pradesh, New York, New Jersey chapter got together to celebrate their annual picnic. Picnic, of course, included different ways to mingle, interact, enjoy. There were festivities celebrating colorful India, food, and of course, some traditional music and games were a part of this picnic, which was organized at Roosevelt Park. Here are some highlights.
धन्यवाद। आप फ्रेंड्स ऑफ एमपी न्यूयॉर्क न्यू जर्सी की 2022 की पिकनिक में है। ये हमने प्रक्रिया 2015 से शुरू की थी। 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 और अब 22 रोजडेल पार्क कंट्री क्लब में 300 लोग, मध्य प्रदेश के सभी पार्ट के जो लोग न्यूयॉर्क न्यू जर्सी में रहते हैं, एमपी के हर बड़े छोटे शहर से आज यहाँ पे हैं। सुबह 9 बजे से यहाँ पे पूरा मेले का माहौल है। पूरा मध्य प्रदेश का व्यंजन, सुबह पोहे जलेबी, उसके बाद में दोपहर का खाना, और अभी मध्य प्रदेश के जो दाल बाफला जो वहाँ की प्रचलित डिश है वो हम पहली बार बना रहे हैं। करीब 20 परिवार इस पिकनिक को ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए पिछले 2 महीने से लगे हैं और करीब 7 परिवार 6 महीने से इसके प्रयास में लगे हैं और प्रभु कृपा से आज ये पिकनिक हो रही है। मेरे साथ में ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम के पंकज गुप्ता जी हैं, सर्वेश जैन जी हैं, राजेश मित्तल जी हैं, हमारे कई और साथी अजीत जैन, राज बंसल, संदीप जैन वो चौके में लगे हुए हैं। और आप ये देख सकते हैं पूरे एमपी के यहाँ पे वृद्ध, बच्चे और सब करीब इतने परिवार हैं। तो रियली वी आर हैविंग अ फुल एमपी डे। और इस साल चूँकि मध्य प्रदेश में प्रवासी भारतीय दिवस इंदौर में हो रहा है 8 से 10 जनवरी तक, तो ये हम लोगों के लिए उसका भी गर्व का विषय। हमें एमपी गवर्नमेंट और एमपी टूरिज्म ने भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट किया, काफ़ी फ्लायर्स भेजे, तो इस आज सारे एमपी वालों के लिए गर्व का विषय है।
This is not only just a picnic, this is a community event to get all the friends of MP get together and show a diaspora here so that we can show our solidarity to our country and to our state.
ये जो खासतौर से एक साल में एक बार जो ये एमपी का फंक्शन होता है और हमेशा हर साल कोई ना कोई नया परिवार जुड़ता है बेसिकली, तो यहाँ पे लोगों से मुलाकात करने का और बाकी जो नए परिवार हैं उनको सबसे जुड़ने का जो मौका मिलता है। जब आप कोई भी आप आता है आप बता सकते हैं कि उनको कितना अच्छा लग रहा है। और ये जैसे बताएं यहाँ पे खाना पीना, यहाँ पे जो भी एक्टिविटी हो रही है वो पूरी की पूरी मध्य प्रदेश शासन के साथ से हो रही है। थैंक यू।
नमस्ते। आज हम सब लोग यहाँ फ्रेंड्स ऑफ एमपी की पिकनिक एंजॉय करने आए हैं और अभी तक यहाँ पर हम लोगों ने बहुत मज़ा किया। काफ़ी कार्यक्रम हो रहे हैं। सुबह से सराफा, ब्रेकफास्ट में सराफा खाया है, लंच में दाल बाफले खाए हैं और बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज़ हो रही है, जिसमें यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने बच्चों के लिए कॉम्पिटिशन्स अरेंज की थी। कंपटीशन हमारी थी कुकिंग कंपटीशन, उसके बारे में विजय आपको बताएगी।
हमारी कंपटीशन थी बच्चों के लिए, जहाँ लिटिल मास्टर शेफ़ कंपटीशन। वहाँ बच्चों ने बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग तरीके से पूरे स्क्रैच से फ्लेमलेस कुकिंग करी, बिना गैस के, और बहुत क्रिएटिव तरीके से कुकिंग करी। तो बच्चों का मास्टर शेफ़ कंपटीशन था। हमारे बड़ों के लिए हमने हमारी एक रिनाउंड शेफ़ है जो इंडिया से आई हैं, उनके लिए कुकिंग शो रखा था। उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे हमको डोसे बनाने सिखाए और उसके अलावा हमारे लिए शो केस था बच्चों का। उन्होंने जो एमपी है अपना मध्य प्रदेश, उसकी फेमस पर्सनालिटीज़ को उन्होंने पोर्ट्रे किया, शोकेस किया, उसको उसके बारे में बताया और बहुत इन्जॉय किया। उसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे गेम्स चल रहे हैं।
मेरा नाम विजय दशोरे है, मैं इंदौर से हूँ, मध्य प्रदेश से। और मैं अपनी स्टडी इंदौर से किया, पूरी स्टडी वहाँ से अभ्यंकर कोचिंग से स्टडी किया। फिर मैं मूव हो गया यूएस में और विजयनगर में मेरा घर है। और ये इवेंट मेरा पहला है और उसमें बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। मेरे काफ़ी सारे पुराने दोस्त मिल गए हैं। इनफैक्ट जो मेरे सीनियर हैं इसमें, जो ऑर्गेनाइज़र है, मुझे बाद में पता चला कि वो मेरे कॉलेज वाले सीनियर वही ऑर्गेनाइज़ कर रहे हैं। और काफ़ी फ्रेंड्स मिले मुझे यहाँ पे आके, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। ये मतलब बहुत ही सही है। मेरे पुरानी कंपनी के हेड मिल गए यहाँ पे, मुझे उनको देख के बड़े खुशी हुई क्योंकि मेरे आइडियल हैं। सारे इंदौरी लोग हैं, इंदौरी फूड मिला। सबसे पहली चीज़ वैसे ही आया, मुझे पोहा जलेबी मिला, बहुत ही अच्छा टेस्ट। और फिर अभी दाल वाफले हैं, मतलब कहे सोने पे सुहागा वाली बात है।
मेरा नाम रिचा है और मैं एमपी से हूँ, बेसिकली पंजाब से हूँ, बट बॉट अप मैरिड इन एमपी। मेरे हस्बैंड का नाम संदीप जैन है। बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और पिछले 5-7 साल से मैं यहाँ आ रही हूँ, पार्टिसिपेट कर रही हूँ। और सब जैसे आप देख रहे हैं कि सब बहुत इंजॉय करते हैं, यहाँ पर आकर गेम्स खेलते हैं, खाना अपना देश का होता है, देश की याद आती है और मतलब और कुछ आप बोल ही नहीं सकते इसके बाद और इस बार आप देख रहे हो कि लोग काफ़ी बच्चों ने पार्टिसिपेट किया है, काफ़ी गेम्स में बड़ों ने किया है, तो एवरीबडी आई थिंक इज़ इंजॉइंग।
New Jersey RP chapter is getting ready to organize its forthcoming gala. Dr. Pradeep Shah, president of this chapter, stopped by at ITV studio and talked about this upcoming event. Team Falcons and Team Avengers were the team that reached final in the first volleyball tournament organized by the Sports Club of Edison. Here are some highlights from that event. And now time to say goodbye from today's Vision of Asia Voice of the Community, but time also to remember that you can continue to enjoy our programming on our Facebook page by becoming our friends there, as well as do subscribe ITV Gold's YouTube channel and keep writing events at itvgold.com. Thank you very much for joining us. Stay safe. Take care. This is Ashok Vyas. Namaste.